Hello, Master Manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. It is day 7 of my 30-day challenge. I am on a 30-day challenge right now. So if you guys like this video or any of my other ones, you should subscribe to get a whole bunch of content. Yeah, I was supposed to go live yesterday, but it was my birthday and I was really lit. So I'm doing 2 videos today. I just did one in my Facebook group, which you guys can join in the description. And I'm doing live. I'm trying to kind of alternate between going live in there and going live on here, but whatever I post in there, I post on here. I also do have coaching, guys. The links are in the description. And I also create custom guided sat scenes and guided revision scenes. So if you guys would like help with that, those links are also in the description. Now, today we're talking about fate and manifesting your SP or your soulmate. And this is something that I feel like I really struggled with, is sort of, and even with manifesting in general, but especially when it comes to your person, because I feel like we all have the idea like, okay, I want to make sure that I end up with the right person, or I don't want to choose the wrong person, or what if I'm manifesting this person and this is not who I'm meant to be with, or this is not my fate, right? So let me read to you guys the definition of fate. Fate is the development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by a supernatural power. Okay? So, hi, Kiana. Yeah, so the development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by a supernatural power. Now, let me ask you guys this. Who is the supernatural power? Is it not the God that is within you, right? Beyond a person's control, is there something that's really beyond our control? And I think that's something that we can get kind of caught into when we're not knowing ourselves as who we truly are within, right? Now, I've listened to a lot of near-death experiences. If you guys haven't, you should. It's so incredibly interesting. About people that have passed, gone to the other side, and experienced God for themselves, and experienced basically what Neville talks about, the promise. And their idea on destiny is that there's sort of like a blueprint for our lives, things that we want to do or would like to accomplish in this lifetime. But how we go about accomplishing those things is completely up to us, right? So if we are the supernatural power, then really there is no fate. There is no predetermined, you have to have this happen, right? Your life is coming from where you are, where you're creating from at that moment. Your life is coming from moment by moment by moment. So when it comes to you and your SP, you're this person is reflecting who you're being at that time. That version of them that you're selecting is the version based off the version of yourself that you're selecting, to be honest, right? So there is, I feel like that question of fate and of, is it meant to be? That is always up to you, you guys. It is up to you. And you can go about deciding how, how you want this person to show up, or what kind of person that you want to be with, or whatever it is. And the thing about fate for me is that it just seems like sometimes when people come into your life, or you meet people, what do they call serendipity, it seems like it was predetermined or premeditated. And I feel like it can be on that life track that you're on, right? But there are infinite life tracks for you to choose from. So even if you feel like, maybe for instance, I need to learn a certain lesson, or I need to, whatever, there's infinite ways for you to go about learning that lesson, right? There's infinite versions of your SP or your soulmate. There's infinite people that could be your SP or be your soulmate or whatever. It's all about who you're choosing. If you even think about how you met your SP, you know what I mean? One decision that you didn't make, you wouldn't have met them, but you made that decision. So now you're on this track. And even if with this, learning about manifesting in the law of assumption, I always say, majority of people are brought here on an SP journey, but you're learning something that's about to change your entire life if you allow it to, if you really put the effort in for changing everything in your life, and not just your romantic life, right? So there is no fate, you guys. And I tell you guys that, there is, but there isn't. It's a conundrum, like everything in this world, you know. But your destiny is inevitable, regardless of the pathway that you choose, right? Like your destiny is to go, let's say, from Montana to California. That's your destiny, is to end up in California. But it doesn't matter if you walk there. It doesn't matter if you boat there. It doesn't matter if you fly there. It doesn't matter if you ride a horse there. That you're gonna end up there, right? And for us, California would be us merging back with God, or Neville calling, the promise, right? So that is our fate. That's our destiny. That's where we'll end up. But the means that we do while we're on this playground of earth is completely up to us, the way that we go about it. So I hope and intend that that eases people's mind, because I know for me, it can be a big hindrance in actually manifesting your SP, because you're sitting here thinking that some outside power is supposed to make the decision for you, right? And so that makes you super inconsistent in directing your mind. I know that's how it was for me, because it's comfortable to be in the victim state. It's comfortable to say, well, this isn't my fault. You know what I mean? It's happening because this is how it's supposed to happen, or, whatever, instead of taking responsibility of, it's happening because this is the way that I've been thinking of it, period. And if I change my thinking of it consistently, it will change, you know? But if you really want what you want, if you really want who you want, then you will go to really where the source is and take responsibility. And it's not about blame or victim blaming or whatever, people want to call it. It's about understanding who you are, you guys. It's about understanding who you are in this place, what you're doing, manifesting. The world is a reflection of your internal, and that prayer changes destiny. That was in, I don't know, one of the religious texts. I don't remember which one, but you may feel like, oh, I'm fated to be alone forever, or I'm destined to, be in a cycle of horrible relationships because of bad karma, or because this reader told me that, or whatever. No, your destiny, your fate is always your decision. It's regarded as determined by a supernatural power. That's you. So determine it. Get back in the driver's seat of your own life, okay? And that, I feel like being a manifester, you can't really leave stuff to chance anymore, because now you know that you're directing it. So direct it to what you want. Anyways, I intend and hope that that helps you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.